so many items in Monster Hunter Rise. Too many items. Who put all these items in here? With limited inventory slots, what do you pick? I will tell you. I sort items into 3 tiers: essential, situational, and basically always bring, sometimes bring, and yeah, you're okay to leave these ones behind most of the time. And this list is from the perspective if you're playing on some of the harder high rank quests, but obviously use whatever you want. It's your game, I don't care. Essential. First up, healing items. I'm always stocked like a violent pharmacist, harmacist if you will. 10 potions and 10 mega potions. Because I'm not very good at the game, I get hit a bunch, so I drink potions. If you just like me for real and get hit, swing by a hydration station and slurp one of those suckers down. 2 max potions and 1 ancient potion. If you're really low on health and have time to frantically scroll over, you can pop a pill to get back up to full. Great for harder hunts. 3 life powder and 2 dust of life. These heal both you and the rest of your team, your animal buddies, but more importantly, your fellow hunters in multiplayer. I cannot tell you how many quests we would have failed if we didn't use these to bail each other out. Most of the time. And escape failure scot-free like we're a bunch of big banks hedging subprime mortgages. I'll never be able to afford a house. I love it! 10 null berries. Monsters who use elemental attack will sometimes afflict you with a blight. Each one has a different effect, but they all make you worse. The only way to heal water, ice, thunder, or dragon blight is with a null berry. Enough monsters inflict these that I always bring them to every quest so I don't forget to. Also, in case the frenzy virus returns in the future, please bring back my Angie boys. Then a null berry will slow down the effects of the frenzy. Fire blight and blast blight you can heal by rolling 3 times or 1 time through water. Ration, well done steak, dash juice, mega dash juice. Wait, nope, that one's not in this game. These are all for stamina recovery. If you work out too much, you're gonna get tired, your max stamina will go down, you're gonna need some food to recover. Fun story, when I ran a half marathon last year, I had a little bag of gummy bears in my pocket. I didn't end up needing them, but you know, I always got that thang on me. Anyways, same situation in Monster Hunter. You need to bring at least one of these 3 consumables. Lots of supply boxes have easy rations, and those will often be enough for shorter quests. But eventually, you'll have to bring your own well-seasoned meat to the party. Note to self, insert a dick joke here. Rations and well-done steaks restore your max stamina. Rations you can eat faster, but steaks restore way more stamina. You can eat either one while riding your dog. Also, to future-proof this video, just in case the bleeding status returns in Sunbreak, because, you know, just a hunch, you can eat a well-done steak to heal your bleed status and give you temporary immunity to it. Or if you're out of steaks, you can heal bleeding by doing a squat. Dash juice increases your max stamina and greatly slows your stamina depletion. In the older games, there was an infinite amount of stamina for a short amount of time, and now it's not as good, but still very useful, especially for weapons that use a lot of stamina in their attacks, like dual blades and bow. However, it can sometimes be hard to craft dash juice bottles, so I wouldn't use it in every quest, you know? Power charm, power talon, armor charm, armor talon. When you get far enough in the game, I think you have to be high rank, you can buy a power charm and armor charm from the shop. Have it in your inventory during hunts and they'll increase your attack and defense respectively. You can also craft a power talon and armor talon to increase them even further. These effects also stack, so if you always have them 4 thangs on you, your stats will be even higher. If you're using a ranged weapon, bring special ammo or coatings if you are bow. It all goes into your ammo section, but if you fill it up, you can use regular item slots if you really need to, but you probably won't need to. Situational. Antidote, herbal medicine, herbal powder. Antidote cures your poison, herbal medicine cures poison and a little bit of health. Herbal medicine cures your whole team of poison. Use any of these if you're fighting one of them poison boys. There's a bunch of attack and defense buff items. Demon powder and hard shell powder increase your attack and defense for your whole team. I bring it to every quest and forget to use it in every quest, except for the hard quest, where I use it at the start and forget to do it again. Might Seed and Adamant Seed, Armor Skin, Mega Armor Skin, Demon Drug, Mega Demon Drug. These are performance enhancing nut and Capri Sun that you can ingest to power up during your hunt. In Rise, all these effects stack with each other, but that's like a lot to eat. Also, if you get hit with defense down debuff, eat an Adamant Seed to cure it. I don't think that's in this game though. Flash Bomb, Sonic Bomb, Poison Smoke Bomb. Depends on the monster. Flash Bombs can stun monster and dunk flying monsters. Sonic Bombs can unearth digging monster if you aim it and time it correctly. 2 things that I can't do. Poison Smoke Bombs can poison monsters. Really useful against Kushal Deora. Shock Trap, Pitfall Trap, Trick Bomb. If a monster is in the blue zone, you can trap it and trick it to capture it. If a monster is just moving around a bunch, you can use a trap whenever you feel like to hold it in place and easily curb stomp it. Remember, you can't trap Elder Dragons at all. Mega Marshmallow is not an Elder Dragon, it's just a dick. Mega Barrel Bomb, great for if a monster falls asleep and you can blow it up. Farcaster, you can travel back to camp outside of combat anytime in the map menu, but for arena type quests, you can use a Farcaster to get back to camp, then restock another Farcaster. Does that seem kind of overpowered to anyone else? These items definitely have their uses, but compared to the other options in the games, I'm not too sure about these ones. Deodorant and Cleanser. Deodorant is good against the fart monsters, Fart Blight. Cleanser is good against Bubble Bath, Fox, and Big Mommy Spider, and maybe Baroth, and I'm pretty sure that's it. So bring it against those, I guess? But I usually don't, and I'm fine. plus a cat with mystical hookah powers is pretty good at getting rid of those for you. Energy drink restores some max stamina and stops you from falling asleep, but only if you scroll over fast enough to use it while you're falling asleep, not when you've already fallen asleep. Your buddies can quickly wake you up, so it's not really an issue. Immunizer, regain the red portion of your health bar faster if you get hit. Just drink a potion. Dung bomb, it makes a monster leave to a different area. It was very useful in the older games, so you wouldn't have to fight two monsters at once. But in Rise, the monsters fight each other then leave, so it's not really an issue here. If you get pinned down by a monster, you can throw some poop in its face to get out of the pin instantly. But very few monsters in Rise do that, and it's easy to wirefall away to avoid being pinned, so... Poison, tinged, and drugged meat. If you trick a monster into eating this, it'll give them a negative status condition. I only used to use this stuff against Devil Joe, and Big Pickle currently isn't in the game, so I don't use it in Rise. Small barrel bombs. I used to use these to detonate the big bombs, but now, I don't. Just take the damage. You can use them to trigger a longsword counter or a greatsword rage slash, I guess? But that's it. Supplies for combinations. In some of the older games it made sense, like bringing extra honey to make more mega potions in longer quests, but in World and Rise you can fast travel back to camp and restock. And even in arena areas you got farcasters, so not really an issue. Supplies for more ammo. Again, you can fast travel back and get more. The exception is for low capacity ammo like sticky ammo for when I'm wearing my Cheese the Monster heavy bowgun set, or if you're doing a speed run. Fish. What the? I'm not bringing a bunch of fish to the quest shop to the hub smell like a fish market. Are you kidding me? My typical item setup. I register this loadout. This is the one that I usually use and easily restock between quests. I like to think it's pretty good. On top of that, there are a handful of items you'll always have infinite of. In the older games, you had to save spots for these, but now you just got them. Whetstones sharpen your weapon, just like banging your head against the wall because you can't think of any jokes for a video about items in Monster Hunter. If you hit a monster enough times, your sharpness will go down. Use a whetstone to bring it back up. You have infinite uses of them in this game, so use them whenever and sharpen your hammer. Wait, what? Pickaxes are for mining Bitcoin. Nope, mining ore. You'll often need ore to upgrade your armor, so make like Cooking Mama and always be mining. Bug net is for mining for bugs, but in this game, you just pick them up. Nasty. Fishing rod, the item that takes this game into the toppest of tiers. Every dope game has a fishing minigame in it. Barbecue spit, you can roast some raw meat whenever you want. Boom, roasted. Or you can use motley mix in the village to bulk cook meat instead. Fell vines, basically catnip for your cats. It's on the action bar. Just slip them some nip and your cats go bananas! Also, use the items in your supply box first. Things like first aid med, easy rations, easy trap, easy bake oven, and anything with the easy prefix. Meat bait for summoning piranhas. You don't get to keep most of these items after the quest, so just go bananas with them! And set your radial menu. I sound like such a concerned grandma.
Don't forget to set your radial menu, kiddo.
But seriously, you can make 4 menus that you can rotate between during a hunt. I recommend throwing some healing items on your first hunting radial menu to instantly heal. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to slurp down that subscribe button for more Monster Hunter and more videos on other games. Comment below with what items you like to bring to quests, and that's it, video's over.